because you cannot pour from an empty cup.
Tonight is on an island. It's about time for making up. Found you as a reason waking up. Now you for said I couldn't miss your touch. I needed to.
Hey you guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. I am CrissyJ. I want to invite you to subscribe for good vibes, and if you are a returning subscriber, then you guys know the drill. Thank y'all for all the love and support. So today's video, as seen in the title, it is pouring into you. That's what we're going to talk about. And it's so weird because I was vlogging and then I just like kind of started going into a topic and I just ran with it. So I'm like, oh my goodness, this is a whole video in itself. There's no way I can put this long clip in the vlog, you know. But I feel like it was something that I had to get out there, because I feel like a lot of people need to hear it. And even if just one person needs to hear it, it's gonna touch that one person. That one person's gonna come across this video, and it'll be confirmation for them, because I do feel like a lot of us, especially moms, with Mother's Day coming up, we really truly need to take time out for ourselves, and pour into ourselves more. We're very selfless, and you know, when you're a selfless person, it's very hard to be selfish. And I feel like that's something that we need to be okay with being. Be a little selfish, you know, take care of yourself, get yourself together so that you can be good for everybody else around you. And so with that being said, we're gonna just, you know, dive into it a little bit. It's gonna be kind of weird how it starts off because I recorded the clip and then now I have to come back and do the intro, just because like I said, I was vlogging initially. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If it did touch on your heartstrings a little something, or it was confirmation for you, go ahead and drop a little heart in the comments. Happy Mother's Day to everyone watching. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend, relax, do whatever you want to do for you, boo-boo, okay? Enjoy. Mother's Day weekend. So we are having early dinner at my mom's. We had some other plans, but they kind of like switched up a little bit. So we're just gonna do dinner at my mom's on Sunday, and then Saturday I'm really just focused on getting this house together. I think Sean wanted to do a little something, but I was just like, we don't have to do none of that. Like, I would feel good just getting the house together. And I think I think this year, before the year is out, I'm gonna treat myself to like a staycation. Like, and I almost want to make that something that I do like once a month, or if I like fly out somewhere every 3 months for myself and not feel guilty about it. I think it's so important, especially as a mom, you know what I'm saying, to take time out for yourself, because if you're not good for you, you can't be good for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be a good girlfriend, I can't be a good mom, I can't be a good daughter, I can't be a good friend, I can't be a good sister, I can't be any of that if I'm not good for me. And I have a really hard time with taking time out for myself and not feeling guilty, you know what I mean? Like, and then I'm not gonna lie, like, Sean doesn't make it easier. He swears by God though that like, oh, go ahead, I don't care about blah, but it shows in his facial expressions, it shows in his demeanor, you know what I'm saying? It really does. And he swears it doesn't, but it does, y'all. And I have to like not care about that. Like, I have to know, like, this isn't about me sneaking around, getting up with anybody. This is really me just taking time out for myself. Like, even if I just clock into or check into a hotel down the street, it's just me being able to put my phone on D&D, read a book if I want, light my candles, take a nice hot shower, order DoorDash, edit, record, whatever I want to do with no interruptions, and just kind of recharge. And y'all, if y'all have been watching me for a while, y'all know this is something that I've been raving about forever on my channel. And that's what I yearn for. And so like, whenever like Kaden or anybody's like, what do you want for Mother's Day, I always say peace and quiet. Like, just peace and quiet, because that's really truly what I want. Like, that will make me happy, you know what I'm saying? That will make me happy. Like, send me to a spa or send me to go get a massage or something, a facial, and then let me go ahead and check myself into a hotel. Let me put my phone on do not disturb, check in with me here and there. I'll check in with you here and there, and that's it. Like, I don't want to have to be glued to my phone, you know, because I have to make someone else feel good about what I'm doing, or I don't want to feel guilty and I have to feel like I have to check in with my children. Like, no, they're in good hands. They're with their dad, and that's it. Period. So I'm gonna do that for myself, and I feel like going into my 40-year era, okay, because let me tell y'all something about 40. I ain't there yet, but I'm almost there. It is like a whole new wave. I don't know what it is, but it's real weird. It's kind of like in your 20s you're finding yourself, in your 30s you're kind of like, I think I found myself, but I'm not sure if I found myself, right? At 40 you're like, I found myself. I have arrived. This is what I need in order for me to be a good human being on earth. This is what I'm going to get. You know, this is what I'm going after. These are my goals and my deadlines. Like, it's like you have so much assurity at 40. And I think it's because 40 is that age where it's like you don't really have no more time to play around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had all your years before that, and then you're creeping up. It's like, you don't want to start nothing at 60, and it's not saying that you can't, you know, because you're only as old as you feel. But at the same time, why not start as early as you can? And if you found yourself and are sure of yourself at 30 or even 25, hey, salute to you. But my 20s, playing around, irresponsible, partying, I'm talking about living. When I tell you my 20s were 20 in, okay? I had a good decade. I ain't gonna lie. That was a bomb era. It was full of struggle. All struggle, okay? Oh my God, all struggle. I mean, I did it all, y'all. I did it all. I did it all. But sleep for a coin, because I ain't doing that. But I did it all. I did it all. So, like, when I tell y'all I got story times for days, I would have y'all about dropped open. Like, yeah, 20s, my 20s were 20ing, and I had a good time. I don't regret not a day of it. You know, I feel like living with regret is like the absolute worst. If anything, just live from your mistakes, because we all made them. We all wish we could kind of go back and alter some things, but then I'm like, it's the journey for me. Like, we're all trying to get to a destination. Yeah, we are, but it's the journey. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that's really important. It's the journey. And it's like, if we just all was like, oh, I want to get married, settle down, buy a nice big house on 2 acres of land, and have 5 kids and a dog and a donkey. It's like, okay, if you just boom, get that, are you really going to appreciate it? Because you have no journey. You know what I'm saying? What led you up to that? What struggles did you have to go through to get that? You know what I'm saying? Once you made it to the altar, what did you guys go through as a couple to make you guys strong enough to want to say I do to each other for the rest of your lives? Like, you know what I mean? It's such a journey. Like, even with my pregnancy journeys with both of the children, both of my pregnancies were total opposite of each other. But they both were a journey, and they both were what they were, and obviously what I needed to go through. You know what I'm saying? For me to have a found appreciation for certain things. And I just have to feel grateful, you know, for my journey. I'm grateful for it. I don't regret anything. I mean, it's hard to say I don't regret anything. I don't really like the word regret. I don't like the word regret. I feel regret is so, like, it's an entrapment. I feel like if you regret, you can't get out of that, because it's something that you've already done. And if you regret doing it, you're stuck there because you can't undo it. So instead of regretting something, I just like to say, I don't like that decision that I made. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that decision that I made at that point in time. However, this is what I learned from it. If I could do it all over again, I would have maybe slightly maneuvered it and done it this way. But had you maneuvered it and done it this way, would your outcome be the same? And that's kind of like why I feel like we shouldn't live in regret, because a lot of times we learn from our hardships, we learn from our struggles, we learn from our pain. You know what I'm saying? We learn from all of that stuff that doesn't make us feel good at that moment. When you feel like you can't see the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with this house, y'all, I was just like, I don't know, it was so weird, because my mind was so stuck in like a nomadic mindset. I was just like, oh, I'm just a go, free as a bird type of person, and that's just who I am. But I'm like, girl, God made you a mother, you know, well before you was ready, and damn sure when you wasn't expecting, you know what I'm saying, to be. And when you didn't know how you was gonna get through it, but you did, and you provided, and your child had everything and more, it's like, he gonna make a way, you know what I'm saying? He sees things that you can't see. And that's the beauty of like having faith, I think. And like during my walk with God and my journey and drawing closer to him, I have come to the realization that it truly is having faith that gets you through things. Because if we all could see the future, like, what? That would drive me crazy. I wouldn't want to see what's going to happen tomorrow, whether it's good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would literally drive people crazy. And it's like, you sometimes just have to have faith and believe that if this happened to me, or if this is going on right now, or if this person is in my life, or if this person has been taken out of my life, it is for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's for a reason. And sometimes that reason may be for you, and whatever reason may be for that person. That's not for you to decide. You know what I mean? It's just for you to pick up and carry on, because you have your life to live. Because when your expiration date hits, you're going alone. And that's just what it is, right? So, and I'm sorry, this is turning into a motivational speech, honey. But hey, this is what's going on. This is where what's coming out of me today. So I might have to go ahead and just chop this and make this a video by itself. But I feel like I have to get it out. I don't know where it's coming from, but hey, somebody out there watching needs to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to hear it for myself again. But I just feel like we have to put ourselves first, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. I feel like a lot of people in life are living for others, are living for the opinions of others. A lot of people aren't living their true selves. They're not their true selves because of, you know, being afraid of what others might think of them or speak of them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not living in your truth, regardless of whatever your truth is. Like, be you, be organically you, be free. Like, it's such a beautiful feeling, you know what I'm saying? And Sean tells me all the time, like, you have such like a I don't give a attitude. And I do, and I kind of always had that. And I started to almost question it. Like, is that a bad thing? And then I was like, you know what? No, that's an art, okay? That's a talent. If you ask me, that's a talent. There's art in not giving up, period. Because when you care too much about stuff, it is just detrimental. And I feel like you have to weigh out what is important to you. Like, prioritize what you care about. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should care so much about material things, because they can come and they can go. Just like you brought them, you can lose them, you can buy them again. So I don't put too much emphasis on material things. You know what I'm saying? However, people that are in my life, I love them, I care about them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why, because I am such a genuine person with mine, I don't mind if someone no longer is in my life. And that's because obviously it's for a reason. If I know I'm truly genuine on my side and this person no longer is in my life because of whatever the reason is, there's a disconnect somewhere. There's disingenuous going on somewhere, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with that. So I'm just like, okay, well, that's for a reason. And so you just pick up and you just keep moving. And those people that you thought were gonna be forever friends or forever people in your life can easily be replaced with people that will finish with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Like, everybody isn't supposed to be in your life forever from start to finish. Some people are, but not everybody. Not everybody. Like, you go on vacation and you meet some cool people on vacation, right? Cool people, and you like, oh my god, we click, we vibe, oh, we're gonna be besties for the rest of our lives, honey, we're stuck. And it's cool, that sounds good, and you keep in touch for a little while, and then it's like poof, you just go back to what you're used to, not knowing that person not in your life. You don't see that person every day. It's just somebody you temporarily connected to for that moment, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning how to differentiate what a real friend is compared to what an associate or a companion is. Everyone is not your friend. Everyone doesn't mean well, and everyone doesn't have to mean well for you. Everyone doesn't have to be happy for your happiness or your success. You know what I'm saying? Like, your goals are for you, and so don't worry about who isn't clapping. Clap for you. Like, that's all that matters. Your goals are your goals. You know what I'm saying? Some people are, yes, going to be genuinely happy for you, and that's good and that's fine, but don't expect it from anybody, so that when they don't show their happiness or they do have something to say or whatever, it shouldn't be surprising to you, because those are not their goals. They're your goals. They're your goals, not theirs. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing I had to come to a realization about over the last few years. Like, I can't expect people to carry things how I carry things, or, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is their own person. But yeah, all of that came from me just wanting to dive into this new era, this new 40 era, and really take time for me and not keep talking about it and not feel guilty about it, and plan it. You know, it's nothing wrong with planning it. Obviously, I have a family, I have a significant other, so it's not like I'm gonna just be like, all right, peace, I'm not coming home, like, don't wait up for me. No, it's definitely planned, whether it's the second weekend of each month, the third weekend of each month, whatever, or just, hey, on this day I want to, you know, do my little overnight getaway, weekend getaway, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because people are out here taking international trips solo. I ain't there yet, because too much stuff be going on. I think I would do it if I would like stay on the resort the whole time, which I probably would, because that's just my style. Like, if I go somewhere like that by myself, I'm gonna be safe. Like, I'm gonna stay on the resort, and I'm really for real want to relax, so I'm not gonna be for all that, you know. I'm gonna go downstairs, probably vibe at the bar, have me a couple drinks, eat something good, go back to the room, a bubble bath on the balconies overlooking the beach. Like, that's my vibe, you know what I'm saying? And that's a goal of mine. That is a goal of mine, to take an international vacation by myself, and it could be a nice little 3-day getaway. It's just, with me, traveling international is exhausting. It's like the day you travel and the day you come back, it's just so exhausting. I be feeling like I need a vacation from the traveling part of it, but you know, it's cool. I might take a little baby step and go to Bahamas or something like that by myself. I don't know, but let's start with a staycation first. So if you're watching this and you needed a word, here is your word, okay? This is your confirmation to take time out for you before you have a mental breakdown. Take time out for you so that you can be healthy mentally and physically and spiritually and emotionally, so that you can pour into others the way you need to be, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And that's all I have to say. I will see y'all in the next video.